Hello everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 4 I believe, Pomp and Circumstance. Now, last episode was a really good one, really nice kind of character, I mean it's not character focused, there was action in it, but it was not like, there wasn't RWBY and Juniper fighting so much. We got to see the Ace operatives doing their work, you know, finally got to see a pro Huntsman team in action kind of, and in that one I talked about how each of these Ace operatives kind of oh excuse me, I'm a bit ill at the minute, each of them kind of mirror one or more of the team, so they're kind of like mentoring them in more specific ways, which I thought was interesting. At the time, I didn't know why they were going into that mine. I rewatched it since, and it's like they were trying to clear a site for the Amity Coliseum to launch from, which, I mean, that's kind of just a bullshit reason for them to go into the mine, really, but it's still cool. Cool episode. Got to see all their new weapons. RWBY's scythe like spins around now. I always thought it could do that, but apparently it couldn't. I was always under the impression that it could, because in the red trailer it looks like it does, but it doesn't actually. I don't think we got to see what Nora's did, and I think that was the only person who we didn't get to see. I don't know if Weiss's did anything different either, but either way, hopefully if they do something new, we get that revealed as well. But yeah, for this episode I think we've finally seen everything that was in the trailers, so we're now at a point where it's kind of uncharted territory, so we're either going to go and see the Schnees, I imagine, at some point, or go down with Robin Hill, because we still haven't even been introduced to her. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. 17 minutes, so let's just go.
Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity. You're holding out for some romantic life.
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn all the Ace operative names, because I keep getting them mixed up. At the end of the last one, I couldn't remember who this is. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I apologise for coughing all the time. I'll try and breathe away from the mic. Now, I wonder if we will see Maria again. She just disappeared. Oh yeah, we had the talk kind of with Oscar and RWBY about them lying, and Oscar and Yang didn't really seem to be on board, which makes sense. But hopefully that'll boil into something juicy. Alrighty, let's go. Is that the Coliseum? I imagine so. Is that the landing site? And these Robin Hills people. There's like a lamb following us. Pretty cool. They had like her crest on. I think she had the like, I mean, I'm going to say Robin crest, but it did not. It doesn't look like a Robin. It looks like an eagle or something. The hell?
You guys were incredible! Oh, the way you took down that Geist without needing to plan your tactics out, you just knew exactly what to do!
Well, Ace Ops are hand-picked to perfectly complement one another, so we can focus on our assets and leave our liabilities behind.
Some of us are all asset, zero liability. Yeah?
Think I've got some liabilities, Elm?
Your brains, for one.
Comedy.
Ow.
You did ask.
Oh yeah.
Hi! Do you need a new best friend? Her name can be... Perfect complementary teamwork. Oh, yeah. I want to have my friends' backs just like that.
Friends.
Yeah.
This isn't the schoolyard, kid.
Yeah. Picks on a cardboard
But
cutout.
I mean, when you go through so much with someone, it kind of changes things, doesn't it?
We get along well enough, sure. I count on them to keep me alive. They do the same. But that's a job. We don't confuse the two.
Ooh.
Speaking of the job, duty ever beckons. You all hang back a second.
What do you guys want to do when we get back to Atlas? Sightseeing? Oh, what should we visit first?
How about our buds?
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, guys! This is a great time to go exploring. We haven't done that in so long.
Ruby, we just explored a whole continent on foot before flying to this one.
Well, yeah, but it was only the boring parts.
We almost died.
Hey, heads up.
Can I get the team leaders over here? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. You too, Crow. I need you on the ground, but be subtle. If people see too many huntsmen milling around, they'll get nervous. And Clover, don't take Marrow.
New problems in Mantle?
Oh, don't
More
take
of the
Mara.
same,
That's a bit.
Unfortunately.
I feel
Someone
like
in
they're
Mantle
saying
is
to
taking
that.
out public leaders who speak out against Atlas. Specifically, people who speak out against me. It didn't look like a pattern at first, but this is the third murder of its kind in the last week.
Wait a minute. That's the guy that rode with us after we were arrested.
He died?
Your opposition in Mantle dropping dead isn't exactly a good look for you, huh?
I'm not really worried about my public image, but it is causing unrest. I think someone's trying to frame me, and by extension, Atlas. And it's working.
Well, if it wasn't for the embargo making everybody so mad, people probably wouldn't be so quick to blame you for everything else. Sir.
Go get smacked, boy.
No, you're right. Things in Mantle have been hard to manage lately. I'm not blind to its issues. In fact, that's what I want to talk to you about. With the launch of this mobile communications tower and tensions down in Mantle, I think there's a lot of good your teams can do here. What? Already? Here? No, it's fine. Let him land. I'll deal with him myself.
More Mantle problems?
Jacques, maybe?
No,
Yeah.
this one's an Atlas problem.
He's
So let
fucking
me get
Darth
this
Vader or
straight,
something.
James. In addition to this nonsensical embargo of yours crippling my business, you've also decided you have the authority to commandeer private property. When the council hears about this, you will never...
Actually, I've already informed them.
Yeah.
As this is now the site of a classified military operation, it didn't even require a vote.
Didn't require a vote.
You might want to brush up on council law before you lose this upcoming election, Jacques. Now, I've allowed you to land here once as a courtesy.
Oh, is he
The next time, it won't be a friendly
trying to get
reception.
his job?
Lately, you seem to forget who your friends really are. I'm going to get that council seat, James, and maybe then you'll...
I thought it would have been funny if he didn't even notice that she was there.
You roped my missing daughter into these schemes of yours, too? How long has she been back in Atlas? Did Winter know
It
about
was
this?
my decision to come here. Just like it was my decision to leave. Or have you forgotten all about that?
If you think I'm one to forget anything, girl, then you've misjudged the man your father is.
Believe me, I know exactly the kind of man you are.
How dare you speak to me that way? I have half a mind to...
Half a mind to what, Jacques?
She's free now, boy. You have
You
no
know-
power here.
Your mother was devastated when you left.
Yeah.
Didn't leave her room for days. You know how she gets
Oh.
when she's upset.
I knew one
Alright,
day
take it
you
back.
would overextend
He has some
your
power.
reach.
I didn't come here to beg for an abandoned mine. I came here to thank you for personally handing me the noose to hang you.
You'll regret this. So these are the little friends you threw everything away for.
Not friends. Family.
Yeah. New family. Take that, old man. Yeah, it's like, and breathe. That guy was a dick.
Oh, now you show up, Winter. You just missed Father. I wouldn't say I missed.
Surprise! Did we not start yet?
Apparently, we haven't.
Start what?
Oh wow, look. Yeah,
It
it's
goes
so
without
weird
saying
being
that
back.
this arena holds a significance to all of us.
I
It's
died
only
here.
fitting that we should be able to reconvene here, now, when the world needs to be brought together more than ever. The road you traveled from our first meeting hasn't been easy. You fought for your school and your friends at Beacon. You fought for the world and the innocent at Haven Academy and beyond. You faced down terrors people can't even fathom. That's not the behavior of students. It's the behavior of huntsmen and huntresses.
This is a graduation.
Wait. What is this?
You are being granted your huntsman licenses. Today.
I know this is coming a little ahead of schedule, but brothers know you deserve it. I only regret that I couldn't do something a little more ceremonious for the occasion.
We're honored, General Ironwood. But you really don't have to do
Please, with the threat of Salem still out there, and tensions rising in our kingdom, I certainly could use more trustworthy fighters by my side. I should be so lucky to have all of you. It's okay. It's a big moment. And what better way than to celebrate here? When this tower is ready and communications are back up and running, we'll tell the world about Salem and face down whatever comes at us after that. Together. That's just about all the pomp I have in me. If you'll excuse me, I have to get back to running this operation. Well then, enjoy the cake.
It hardly feels like a
Your
celebration.
speech outros are improving, sir.
After everything we've been through, I almost forgot this is what I wanted in the first place.
When Beacon fell, I didn't think this would even be possible.
It almost feels trivial now.
Yeah, I mean,
Jeez,
it's
guys,
just a
lighten
word.
up a little. Enjoy yourselves for a change. You've earned it.
Finally, someone said it. Let's kill some cake, huh? 'Cause I can eat 2 slices before Ren even eats 1. Who says I can't? Who says it, huh?
Nora, nobody is arguing with you about this.
What's the saddest thing ever? That's not. That's pretty cool. Also, she does still have the knives. Oh, it like detaches at the ball joint now.
Big day for you, huh, kiddo?
It's definitely a lot to take in.
Which part? The finally getting the Atlas part? Getting your license part? Or the not quite disclosing everything to Ironwood part? Or all of the above?
All of the above. I'm trying to do what I think is best, but I really can't tell if what's best is what's right. Or if I'm no different from Oz.
Ruby, Oz only trusted himself with the whole truth. You're trusting others, but you're making sure they prove themselves first. I think that's a pretty big difference.
I hope so. This says I'm a huntress now. but I don't feel like I know much more than I did at Beacon.
That feeling never goes away. Your mom, Summer, would be proud of you.
I like that. That's nice.
Last mission. Was that another Oz secret?
There were a lot of those back in our day. But this one was a Summer secret. When she didn't come back, Osmond seemed just as in the dark as myself and your father. Still,
oh, really?
Who knows what he may have hidden from us over the years.
What do you think she would have done if she learned the truth about Salem? That she can't be destroyed.
Pressed on, I think. Like you. She was always the best of us. A bit of a brat, though. But hey, I like brats.
Hey, Ruby! Come check this out!
Oh my gosh, is that a mission board? It's an app now? Can we ride a Megaliath? Stop an underground crime ring? Do I get to go undercover? Nice!
Hey, you guys smell that? Smells like fresh meat.
That's odd. I don't smell meat. Neither do I.
You know what? Never mind.
Let me get this straight. You've only been official for an hour now, and you're already looking for huntsman work?
To be fair, we've been official for a whole 57 minutes.
I'd like to remind you all that the real mission here is ensuring the successful launch of the communications tower.
True, but we can also keep training and improving by helping where we can.
The enthusiasm of youths!
Well, it's hard to argue with that. Okay, let me show you how it works. Ooh, here's an important one. Who wants to volunteer? All right. We need someone to escort children to pre-primary school down in Mantle. There's not actually any danger, but the parents fret, and that attracts Grim. Perfect.
Oh.
Thanks. Juan, Jim? Close enough, I guess. Wow, my first huntsman mission.
Next, a massive saber is loose in the Mantle sewers. 2 brave warriors to flush it out.
Hey, what? But why didn't I get a choice for that one?
Next episode is just going to be them all doing side quests and ignoring the main story.
Father, you, have a visitor.
I told you I didn't want to be disturbed. Why did you let them in?
I didn't. He let himself in.
A spitting image of you, this lad, Jock.
Oh,
So,
that's
my
menacing.
lad. He's definitely inherited your affect.
If he doesn't comment on his mustache, I'll be extremely disappointed.
Arthur. Whitley, leave us. And shut the door. I said shut the door!
Oh, they already knew each other anyway.
You're supposed to be dead.
That is what I wanted people to think, you're right. However, I've heard things about you too, Jacques. Namely, that you have an ironwood problem.
That bastard is costing me more money every day with this embargo. I'd lay off every employee in Mantle if I wasn't trying to get their damn votes for this council seat.
What if I said you could have your cake and eat it too?
That was a good episode. I enjoyed that one. There was a lot there in terms of. Well, I suppose there wasn't a lot there, but it was a good episode. I love that bit we had with Crow and Ruby. I feel like it's something that we're only getting now with kind of, I mean, like sober Crow almost, you know? Like he seemed a lot warmer than previously. And it seems like he's kind of opening up a little bit and letting, you know, and talking about stuff. Getting their licenses, I think is cool. I imagine they'll have like a proper celebration. Like I always thought they'd graduate at like the end of the show. You know, it's like the most pointless graduation ever, where like they're all like way too old and have done so much shit, and it's like, oh, now you've graduated, and they're like, oh, all right. But I kind of like how it feels like, you know, nothing's changed. You still feel they're there, and they're like, oh, we're huntsmen now. Cool. They're already doing huntsman shit. I don't know why they're going on missions though. You know, like it feels like the pace of the world and the pace of what they're doing, it feels like they're out of sync, kind of. It's like they're not as in a hurry, you know. Like I thought they would be very stressed out, like trying to like just focusing on the mission. Like, what are they going to do? You know, talking about like the relics and I don't know, you know, not going out and doing random missions. So if that's what we're doing next episode, which potentially is, then it's going to be a bit weird. I liked the bit with Weiss and Jacques, you know, because there's a bit where she kind of is unfazed by him, essentially, you know, or not unfazed, but he has no control over her, and then he mentions like her mother, and she's like immediately back in his grasp, kind of. It kind of just shows like he knows what buttons to push, kind of. I think it was interesting how they talked about, you know, the Aesops not being friends, like, because you did kind of get that vibe from them, but it's like it's weird how, which is, I forget which one the like sprinter is it Harriet? Yeah, it might have been Harriet. But like, she seems kind of like surprised that Team RWBY are actually friends and stuff, you know. As opposed to, I mean, it's not, yeah, like she says, it's not like they hate each other, but it's more of a thing of team composition as opposed to them actually liking each other. And I thought it was interesting. It definitely feels, it's a good way to do it, because it definitely feels like that's the way Atlas would do it, you know, in terms of setting up their teams. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't have a problem. I don't think the Ace operatives are weird, but there's still part of you that feels like, you know, they do a good job of surrounding Ironwood in this mystery, because you kind of trust him, and then you're like, hang on, is he just trying to gain our trust, or what's his play? You know, it's difficult to reason on whether it's the right call. I definitely, you know, I think he's on your side, but it's whether it's the right play is the question. I do think there's been a distinct lack of Penny reunion. You know, they had the reunion. They didn't really, we didn't really have the reunion. It just seems like RWBY was a bit weirded out by it, and now she's like completely neutral to it. You know, so it's a weird thing. And the bit at the end there with Watts was good, coming into Jacques' office, you know, because it feels like, so I'm guessing the idea is Jacques is running for the council. He's not running for the head of the military. He's running for the seat on the council. Is he running against Hill? Like, I think is Hill running for council as well? I think I might have heard that. I'm not sure yet. But so it's going to be him and Arthur kind of working together, essentially, which basically means that Jacques is going to be under Salem's control in the end. But I imagine Watts and Tyrion are going to do hack in and murder into frame Ironwood, and put Jacques on the council. So, yeah, it's not looking great, but it was a good episode nonetheless. I don't think I've got much more to talk about. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I've been Eproth, and I will see you in the next video.